Oh, beautiful. Oh, yes. Come on. Oh, so pretty. Yes. Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Anne, and on my channel I review foreign international content. Today I'm back to review this excellent Korean drama that we are watching called Castaway with one of our favorite actresses, Park Yoon-bin. And obviously off the bat, I know a lot of you came in my comment section and a lot of you were saying you believe Ki-ho is Bo-gyeong. However, I still believe Ki-ho is Wo-hak. That's just me. Based on what we just saw in episode 4 and him having flashbacks, I'm like, why would he have those flashbacks of the abuse and his dad? Clearly, we know he lost his memory when he was in high school, right? So for me, I'm still gonna stay with Wo-hak over there is Ki-ho. It's just that Bo-gyeong is protective because he knows what happened, right? So he wants the story about Ki-ho to just go away. And actually, he really comes off when Mokha talks about Ki-ho, he really comes off inconsiderate, has no feelings, like, why do you guys keep talking about Ki-ho, like, you know? And it's like, what if he doesn't want to be found? And she was like, I know him. That can be that, right? Like, almost like, stop being insensitive. You do not know him, I do, right? So for me, for now, and you guys, if you still feel that Bo-gyeong is Ki-ho, let me know in the comment section. I'm willing to hear it. But after episode 4, and now Wo-hak is having those flashbacks, I was like, it's him. It's just that he doesn't remember. And Bo-gyeong is just busy being a good brother and making sure that we need Ki-ho to die, because Ki-ho needs to die for his own safety. And as we saw, the father is coming looking for him. He still believes his son is still alive. And we know he's a terrible, abusive father. We need him not to know that he's still alive is pretty much what we want. So for me, for now, until I'm proven otherwise, I'm gonna go with Wo-hak is still Ki-ho. Now, what we would expect based on previous history of Wo-hak and Ki-ho, you know, when they were younger. By the way, those two actors, the one that played the young Wo-hak and Ki-ho, excellent actors and actor and actress. I bet you we're gonna see more from them, especially as they get older, but they did such a fantastic job, especially in episode 1 and 2 when they were showing us what happened in the past. What I'm thinking is the assumption would be, obviously, Wo-hak has always had a special place for Ki-ho because of what they went through when they were younger. And the assumption would be, obviously, if they meet later, because she's looking for him, that they would be more than just friends. And I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna find out, obviously, that Wo-hak is Ki-ho. However, if you've watched enough K-dramas, you know what's gonna happen is Bo-gyeol is the one who's gonna end up falling in love with Wo-hak. Right? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. If you've watched enough Korean dramas, you know we're going there, right? Because the assumption would be, oh, Ki-ho, you are Wo-hak. Oh, me and you were always close when we were younger. And now that we found each other, we survived, stranded in the island for 15 years, and we found each other, although you lost your memories, we should be like this to where we're involved romantically. But I believe it's Bo-gyeol who's gonna end up falling in love with Wo-hak. You tell me, because we've watched enough Korean dramas to kind of know how these things work, right? The opposite attract kind of thing, where he's just like, right now he's really like, really actually being hard on her. Like, look, you're gonna need a phone, you're gonna need money, I'm gonna need you to get a driver's license. And it's like, even Wohak was like, wait, do you know how hard it is to set up an email, even for me who's been here in society? She's been stuck out there in an island for 15 years, stuck, doesn't know what technology is, and you just like, go do this, go do that. Like, almost like you've got to help her, you got to teach her how to do these things, right? And you can tell he was like, oh, But that's my prediction. You tell me in the comment section. Now, episode 3 and 4, my word. This script is beautiful. It's like good food you're eating, and it just keeps getting better and better and better, right? Like, I think episode 3 was called Icebox versus Drone, which, by the way, who also found it funny that in Korea, they don't have the Korean word for icebox. So they went iceboxy. I was laughing. I can relate, because when you come from different cultures and there's some English words that just do not translate, we just improvise. Like, we're gonna make it sound like it's our language, but really, it's really English, because then the word became iceboxy. That was so cool. The fact that, no, it was not the drone that saved her. It was the icebox that saved her, right? Because remember, we went back and she got depressed. She's been sitting here for years. Nobody's showing up, and she's like, clearly nobody's ever gonna come. I'm done. I'm starving. I might as well just end it. Jumps into that water, and when she jumps in the water, she's just letting go, and then all of a sudden she looks up and she sees this icebox, and she's like, what is this? Goes up there, rescues the icebox, and inside the icebox, from what we assume, it must have been from a fisherman who lost the icebox, there was a package of ramen and water. I think a bottle of water. And she made that ramen. Just tasting that, she would tears. Almost like, if I had died, I would not have tasted this. So then it kind of gave her a new lease on life. Like, look, I should continue going, okay? Like, come on, maybe I'm gonna get saved. And that's why she kept on fighting. And then the drone showed up, and that's how she was saved. And the way she was sharing that story with Ranjo, who obviously, a washed up idol, who also had been through it, in the fact that we found out she went and had surgery for her vocal cords. She had nodules, I guess, and never told anybody. And because of that surgery is how she never got her voice back to what it used to be before. And that's why she can sing right now. And she can also relate in the fact that she felt so low and down, and she also felt like ending it, right? So the way they were sharing their stories together and the way they become like mentor and mentee is just so beautiful. And then that President Lee, that evil snake, right? Wow, this whole time, he's been keeping Ranjo at bay, because he knows he needs this contract to expire so he can own the whole company on his own. Apparently, if she does not sell albums up to 20 million in 6 months, I believe, then the whole company comes to him. We even saw him starting to change the signs. It used to say Ranjo, now it's like R&J or whatever. And I was like, wow, you selfish guy, right? And I'm glad Mohawk was like, when she went supposed to have an audition, she was, Ranjo is like, you need to give her a chance. She's a really good singer. She should audition and come under our agency. And he's like, oh, I don't have time or whatever. And would just not give her a chance. And Mohawk, listening from the outside, was like, look, Ranjo, the truth is he's scared, okay? He is scared, because he knows if you, all of a sudden revive your career and start selling albums, you're gonna keep you half of the shares of the company, and he wants it all for him, okay? So please do not be distracted. And then he's like, oh, let Mohawk be your manager. I was like, that was crazy. So anyway, Mohawk is like, I'll do it. And then she even did the math, like, this is how many albums we need to sell to make it to 20 million so that Ranjo can keep her company. It will be good to see how they proceed with that, because obviously we saw there at the end, oh my God, he is so evil. He was sending her all those gifts because he felt bad and guilty. And here we thought maybe because of how he treated her in the past, only to find out is because, no, I have pulled all your albums off the shelves and off online. Nobody can buy them. Well, how is she supposed to win? How is she supposed to win when you keep undermining her? Like, oh my gosh. So I cannot wait to see how they're gonna work around that, because they're gonna need to sell those albums. And by the way, those two villagers, you remember where Mohawk used to live, the ones who took over her dad's restaurant when she didn't show up and the father died, now it's theirs. They're such snitches. Now they're the ones who just told Kehoe's dad that, you know, Mohawk was there, and then, oh, here's a card to this reporter being Mohawk, who, if my theory is correct, is Kehoe, is now in town looking for both of them. Sends them flowers. I want to meet you, acting like he was Kehoe. Scary. I cannot wait to see how we navigate that. But oh, I am loving this show. The music is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, Park Yoon Bin is so good, so good. What an excellent script. Like I said, she's so good at picking the really good stories, good script, but oh, fantastic. Anyway, what did you think of episode 3 and 4? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you're thinking what I'm thinking. As of right now, my money is Mohawk is Kehoe. It's just that he lost his memory, and Bo Gyeong is just being a protective brother. Okay? A protective brother. Until we are given other evidence otherwise, because then how would you explain the flashbacks that he's getting? And of his father, even he was like, who's that guy? And what did I see? Right? Because we know he lost his memory. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm always grateful. If you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. And I'll see you next week when I review episode 5 and 6. Deuces.